Hello.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen and ladies.
Hi.
How is your morning going?
I hope it's great. How's your evening going?
How is your afternoon?
How's your brunch?
Are you unable to sleep right now and you're watching YouTube instead?
What's going on in your life right now? Are you upset about something? Are you happy about something?
What's going on in the EU, the European Union?
What's going
Let
on
us
in the
know
UE?
In the comment. You mean the UAE? United Arab Emirates?
Guys, on this show, Table Talk, we take your topics and we put them in the bowl using the hashtag Table Talk, and then we talk about the stuff that you submit in there. So you can literally type out anything you want with the hashtag Table Talk in it, and it will be filtered down. And it may not make it onto the show at all.
To its very essence.
So guys, this is Bree Esrick, I'm Steve Zaragoza, and this is Matthew
Hello.
Lieberman.
I'm a baby.
Let's jump in. Ladies first?
Sure.
Get in there.
Steve?
Yes, thank you.
Bree, it's amazing to me how respectful you are of women.
Thank you.
It's really
It's
an
amazing
admirable
and
quality.
frankly shocking. Jessica Watson, what are you doing over here? Like, am I interrupting something?
Yeah, like, is this
Am I inconveniencing you,
is this a
sir?
bad time, man?
The new adult Muppet Show reboot? Is it like a porn?
Moving on. Okay, question comes from...
Well, you know, the original Muppet Show was sort of for adults. Did you know that? It wasn't really a kid's show. It had very adult jokes. And
Very
just
adult
because you say
themes.
it's adult show doesn't mean that they're talking about sex the whole time.
Okay.
Jessica Watson asks, favorite kids show that no one remembers? Mine's Eureka's Castle.
I remember.
Everyone
Eureka's
remembers
Castle.
that. Yeah, I always say David the Gnome.
Oh, PB&J Otter.
PB&J Otter, I remember.
Do you remember
I never
that?
watched it, but I
Oolay.
remember it.
Did anybody watch a show called Danger Bay?
No.
No.
Did
What-
you just make that up?
No.
What
Danger
is
Bay was a
Danger
show
Bay?
on Disney Channel in the early 80s.
Yeah,
Does it
I wasn't
involve
alive,
sharks that
Steve.
fight crime?
No.
Hey, we gotta jump out of this water and save Danger Bay. Shut up, Daenerys.
It was on a
One of them's
beach.
named
It was
Daenerys.
in a bay. I don't know if it was San Francisco or wherever else there are bays.
It was a bay. It wasn't Danger
wasn't-
Bay.
Not
It wasn't
Danger
Danger
before
Bay. It
anyone
takes
else.
place inside
No,
a
it
bay,
wasn't
like
Danger
Emma
before anyone else.
Watson.
No.
Can we do a Danger Bay now,
Danger
like
Bay.
a reboot, and it's about before anyone else? Or is
Yes,
it
let's
I think
cut
it
to a
should-
clip.
No.
I hope they just showed a photo of a paper clip. Any other cartoons, obscure? I used to watch a shitload of weird, obscure cartoons. I've actually mentioned this on the show before. There was a show called Foofer
Yes, you have
that I
mentioned
watched as a
Foofer.
kid. And the reason why I know about it is because my parents had a Betamax. Not Baymax from the dang Big Hero 2. I'm talking about a
Big Hero
Betamax.
6.
Yeah.
Is that how many was in that?
That
film?
was
God, I
six.
guess
It
I
was
missed. I
six.
missed 6 of them. I've only seen one. All right, listen. Hold on. Let's put the dad jokes aside for a second.
Will you ever, though?
No, I would never
okay.
will.
See,
It's in
that's
my
the
heart.
crazy thing. You are someone who is vehemently against being a dad,
Yeah.
but your jokes are 70% dad.
They are
Like,
kinda
my own father is jealous of Steve Zaragoza.
of your dad jokes.
That's weird on a lot.
A lot of dads aspire to be as corny as I am.
It's true.
The
They
dads
work
learned
hard.
it from me. Is where they
Now,
A lot of
Steve,
moms aspire
you
to be
went
as
to this
horny as
year's.
me.
they wish.
Yeah.
They
wish.
wish.
You went to this year's dad conference.
I did,
out in
DadCon.
Minnesota, and you were telling me about the keynote speaker and what he
Yeah.
said about jokes.
Well, Bob Saget was a special guest there this year, and he did a fantastic job explaining what it was like being a TV dad, which was really good.
Yeah.
There was a
Did
great
he curse
seminar.
a lot?
Actually, he didn't. He kept it clean. I think
nice.
DadCon is
See,
real
that's great. When you
Dad
perform
con.
clean, you can perform anywhere.
Yeah.
And I was at Dayco in Palm Springs about 3 years ago, and
Was it nice?
it was
the
so
weather
nice. Tim Allen was there, and
You just shortened dad convention to dad con to
Dayco.
Dayco.
I was at DC back in '74.
I was at D, and it was like real great, man. Did you go to D this year?
Oh, I went to D this year.
You went to D?
Yeah, I got my shirt signed by the D from Gullah Gullah Island.
Oh yeah,
which is another
yeah,
obscure
yeah.
kids show.
I loved
Um,
that show.
It was a great show.
Come and let's
Let's
play
play
together.
together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah.
Binya, binya. Yeah. But there's one show that I don't know.
Wait. Today's special? You ever watch Today's special?
No.
Today's special? What about Pinwheel? Did you watch Pinwheel?
I know Pinwheel.
What
Stop
about you?
saying words. Stop just making up words.
Wait, you didn't know about today's special?
Have you ever
Today's
seen
special.
Crunchy?
Hold on. Today's special took place in a department store when it closed, and the mannequins would come to life, and then there would be like mice in the building.
That's a horror
I mean,
movie.
it sounds terrifying, but it was actually a good kid show. There was also another kid show called Pinwheel. Do you guys remember? Do you remember? You can't do that on television.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
do remember that. Yeah.
Okay,
You can't
yeah.
do that on
It
television.
is Alanis Morissette was on that show, I think.
Was she?
Yes.
So there was a show.
Isn't that ironic?
So I used to wake up.
I hate you. I hate
your
you so
chair
much.
There was a show. I used to wake up like at 6 in the morning on Saturdays. Like as soon as light hit my eyes, I was awake and I was in there watching television before cartoons even came on.
Same.
And you look for anything.
Sure.
There was this cartoon that took place in like this post-apocalyptic future where music was outlawed. And
Dirty Dancing.
No.
Footloose.
Cartoon.
No.
Footloose.
No. It's a
Okay.
cartoon
right.
about these two kids and their flying piano. They're flying piano who try to save music. And the bad guy had a henchman who would just say, "Destroy! Destroy!" He couldn't even
Okay,
say
so
destroy.
how often did you have fever nightmares and come up with the worst shit ever? Because this sounds like a fever nightmare.
I actually did have like fevers and nearly died when I was 2. I had seizures.
Come, let's all play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah!
Binya, binya.
All right.
What was the show called? You don't know the name of it?
That was called Gullah Gullah
No,
Island.
I'm talking about the
Steve.
piano.
I have no idea what it was called. I have no idea what it's called, and only my brother and I to this day are the only people I know who have ever heard of it.
Captain N and the Game Masters. What was the one with the little boy and the robot butler, and he would walk around, and he was a baby. He was a baby superhero, a baby
Boy,
space.
Rusty and the big robot.
No, he was like no, that's Big Robot. or
Big
something.
robot and the busted.
No, Astro Boy was one of them, and also
Astro
no, hold on. This one was called like
I'm gonna go get a soda.
Baby Scientist. What
Oh,
was it
can you get me a
called?
LaCroix water?
God damn it!
Oh.
Wait, did you ever watch the one that has the
Right back.
boy and he'd be like, "Dirty diapers"?
Are we still talking about this?
Huh?
God damn, I gotta
All
look
right.
this
This
up right
question
now.
comes from the
I
ideal
didn't even look up the
ass
magic
law.
one. Don't do that. Or music one.
I'm gonna look
How
it up.
do you avoid procrastination?
How do you?
Do it right away?
That's
Great,
one way
alright,
to
that's
do
your
it.
answer.
That's one
Do
way
your
to
shit right
do
away.
your shit right away, and then you won't be a procrastinator. For me, it's hard, man. Turn off the internet. Turn off the internet. This
That's
is the
never
first
gonna
thing.
happen.
No, you turn off the internet unless it's something where you need the internet for. Then you gather your tabs and then you turn off the internet.
I found it! Fantastic Max.
Oh man, I do remember
Look.
this show. I remember this show.
That's bad. It's a bad theme song.
He just got pelted with fire, and he's okay.
He's a baby. He'll be fine. Babies are super resilient. My mom dropped me a lot.
Really? Interesting.
What is this? Like, I'm already like the intro is supposed to get you into the show, and this looks like the most bullshit I've ever seen.
This table talk's the most bullshit.
I'm done with Max.
You're done? Okay,
Mighty
so
Max was what it was called. Wait, what?
Fantastic
Fantastic
Max.
Max. Wasn't there a place called Fantastic Max where you could buy clothes at discount?
No,
TJ
Fantastic
Maxx.
Sam's is where you
Fantastic
get
Sam's.
haircuts at a big discount,
That's
and
what it is.
TJ Maxx is where.
Maxx.
Ah!
Ooh, TJ Miller is a good comedian too, isn't he?
All right, next question, Matt.
Matt, what do you got,
Can
baby?
I pick for you?
Yeah, pick it
Here.
for me, please.
Okay.
So turn off the internet and just really just try to plow through.
How do you turn off the internet is a good question to ask. You can't turn it off. It's
turn it-
always on. Internet's on right now.
How does it feel to be always on, Steve?
Let's all come play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah. Fuck you! Oh. All right. Katie,
Well, I want one episode for them to say "fuck you" instead of "binya binya." What if he said that?
Let
What
me
if he
speak!
What if he wants the kids?
you should have listened to the homeless man. Katie
whole other
Menke at Paquita1307 on Twitter writes, "What was your favorite sport to play when you were growing up?"
Not,
Video games.
Not falling.
Video games.
Sleep,
Walking without tripping.
Running from bullies.
looking at dog,
Being sleep.
Crying into my pillow.
eating sandwich,
Reading book for 100th time.
Screaming in my car.
being in pajamas,
Avoiding dad.
putty,
Trying to be less sad all the time.
4 bowls of cereal,
Ball.
Eating soup in my shower.
looking at bug.
I like bug too.
Me 3.
So guys, that's
That's it. That's not it. Is
how
that
many?
it?
How long has it been?
Let's
one
do
more.
one more.
All right.
Come on.
Fine. I'm gonna find this music show.
No.
Yes, Bree.
No.
Cartoon.
Tyler Durden.
Flying.
What?
One asks, what's the craziest homeless person experience you've ever had in LA? Where I live, a guy tried to mug me with a banana. I think he was on drugs.
Does it have to be LA? Can we tell this
I don't know. We
story?
can talk about the New York one.
Yeah, this just happened to us. This is fortuitous.
We were just in New York for the Shorty Awards, and we were walking through Central Park, and we go under this bridge. Very beautiful area.
Was it
even
a
though-
troll?
It could have been a troll.
He was not a troll.
He
a
was
normal
definitely
man.
trolling us. That's for sure.
No, he was not.
We went to
He was serious.
It was raining, so we went under this bridge to kind of like seek a little
As
shelter
you
from
do.
the rain.
And to meet bridge trolls.
And to meet bridge trolls, or perhaps nice homeless people.
Sure.
And we met this guy who was just like singing opera songs.
Oh,
under this like not a bridge.
It was a bridge.
It was a
like
tunnel.
It was,
It was
like
a tunnel.
Sure, tunnel.
Under some
whatever.
stairs.
It was a bridge because you could walk on top of it on the tap.
Would Arcade Fire sing about it?
Yes.
Would they make a whole song?
a whole song about it. It would be
Yeah.
Neighborhood
Great.
Number 5.
Number 5, okay.
If the snow buries my neighbor.
Boom, 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 boom. And sometimes we remember our bedrooms and our parents' bedrooms and the bedrooms of our friends.
All right, we all know the song. So
Then we
tell us the
think
story about
about
the man under the bridge.
Wait, I found the show. It's called Oscar's Orchestra.
Oh my
Oh, God.
God.
Guys, if you got a topic you want to submit for the ball.
Welcome to a silent future where the evil dictator Thaddeus Vent
Thaddeus!
What are you doing?
but a piano is
A
fighting.
piano.
A piano called
Why is he saying it like that? Oh my God, this looks like phallic garbage. Is that a talking fucking piano?
Yes. It's a British show.
That's a sentient, anthropomorphic piano. Who the
Fighting
fuck
against
came
a
up with that?
dictator.
Hey Sam, how's it going?
Sam, will you come look at this? Come over here. Come look at this dumb shit. Someone made this bullshit. It's a talking piano.
This ran for 3 seasons.
Is that a fucking tuning fork?
Yes.
What's it like to not be able to see what we're seeing? Let us know in the comments below.
I mean, we'll put a link to it in the description for you to check it out.
It's real dumb.
Thanks for showing us that.
So this guy.
so under
he's-
the bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's go.
So he's singing opera, and we've been walking through the
he
rain.
asks us to sing along with it.
And we've been walking through the rain for like I don't even remember him asking us to sing with him. I feel
No,
like
he
you
did.
started.
He did. No, we were walking through, minding our own business, and we were going into this tunnel so we could shoot a deep dive.
Right.
And we were gonna wait for
Which-
people.
You guys
Come
are
on.
like a married couple. Just get your
Yeah,
story
we were waiting
straight.
for people to come around so we could interview them, and this guy starts singing opera music, and he's like, "Come on, join me, boys, join me." And so
Is
we're
he
like,
Italian?
No, he just, but he had this kind of like.
Italian
these mannerisms that were like while he was singing the opera music, he had this kind of demeanor.
He was very
that like-
learned. He knew at least 3 languages.
Yeah, and he was like, "Meh," and so we all join in, and so we start singing, and then the next thing
As
we
you
know,
do.
because yeah, it was just an amazing moment. And the next thing we know, he's asking us to sing Beatles songs, and we tried to film him, and he was very upset about that.
He did not wanna
wanna
be
be
filmed.
which was fine. It was respectful. He said no. He
Right.
attacked me with an umbrella for a moment.
Yeah, he stole Will's umbrella,
He stole
and then
Will's
he
umbrella.
shoved it at your camera.
Yeah,
until
and
you stopped.
then he threw a plastic spoon at me, which was kind of interesting.
That was interesting. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then he gave Darren a digital camera,
Yeah.
that he had in his breast pocket.
He just took
like
it.
a proper
Yeah,
camera.
and
a
it worked.
proper
'Cause
digital
then
camera.
Will took it and took a picture of me in that tunnel, and as we came to discover, that is the only photo on that camera. It was blank.
Yeah, so maybe he found it or he just didn't want it anymore. I don't know, but he started spouting all this intellectual stuff about like, you know, being a performance artist and singing, and he said we all had great voices, and then he was like, and then he cornered
Did you
me.
tell this
Well, no.
story just so you could brag about your
Well, no.
singing voices?
I want to tell this next part. So he asked Steve to sing a Beatles song, and Steve starts singing "Let It Be"
yeah.
by the Beatles, and he said, "Stop performing.
Yeah, stop performing.
Stop performing. We all know you're talented.
Yeah.
You don't always have to be the
And he's
star.
like, yeah, and he's like, just sing.
Just sing
And I was
for
like, what?
you."
What?
And you're like, I'm just, this is how I sing.
And
I
then
am
so
a
I started
performer."
to sing more,
And he's like,
stop
stop it.
He's like, you don't have to sing so loud.
Sing like you'd sing to yourself.
And so I started to sing it real quietly, and he's like, beautiful.
All right. So can we do a reenactment? Okay, so do what you started off, like sing "Let It Be" like as you
Okay,
did.
I said, when I find myself in
All right,
time.
stop performing. All right, okay. No, sing for you, for real.
When I find myself in
Stop.
time.
You're
No, no, no,
still
no, no, no.
performing.
Yeah,
All right,
it was
all right,
like,
all
it
right.
was seriously
Close
like
your
whiplash.
eyes.
It was like whiplash.
Stop performing.
Close your eyes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna J.K. Simmons your ass. Stop performing.
Ooh.
All right, now just sing for you.
Okay,
Sing from the heart.
Okay. Let it be.
No, you're
still
performing.
performing.
Okay,
you
I'm
son of a
sorry, I
bitch.
don't know how not to.
Do you want to go home? Do you want to have a home to go home to? I don't. I'm
Where's the
homeless.
symbol? I'm gonna throw it at your goddamn head.
Sing for you.
All right,
Let it be.
you're still performing, Steve.
I can't. I don't know what to do.
All right. Close your eyes. Take a deep
nothing
breath
real
and just
inside.
like open your mouth and let it
Sound
come
come
out.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. I would
But it
still
was
say
still
it's
a little
like
performing.
30% performing, but it's as close as
What
I
do you
think
want
we're
from
gonna
me?
get.
I'm a performer.
To just not try to sound good, to just sing it.
Yeah, just sing it.
I was just singing it.
That's not true.
It's not true.
So then, after all that, he huddles us together in
Yeah,
a group
he
hug.
makes us huddle.
Me, Will, Darren, and Steve, and we're all.
And by the way, we were calling him Uncle Louie.
we were calling him Uncle Louie. He said we asked
He
him what
wouldn't
his
tell
name.
us his
He
name.
wouldn't tell us what his name was. He said, "What do you think our name was?" And was it me who said Uncle Louie? Or
I
was
can't
it
remember.
Will?
It might have been Darren that said Uncle Louie.
Yeah, and Darren was not having it. He called Darren a resistor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And they almost fought. And then
They did fight. No, they had a duel.
Yeah, Darren had his umbrella, and
And he had a
his,
secret weapon in his pocket.
and it was the
It
digital
was
camera.
it was the digital camera. And then he like gave him the digital camera. And then he like gave us that gift, and he's like, all right, I'm done. You guys have a great day.
And we were
Go
like,
ahead.
thank
And
you.
we're
We
like,
all
thank you.
felt
You're
so
so amazing.
good.
And we were like, bye, Uncle Louie. And he's like, no, I'm not Uncle Louie anymore. That's bullshit.
He's right.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, well then what's your name,
He's like,
sir?
my name's David.
My name's David. And I was like, well, great to meet you, David. It was really nice to meet you. And I was like, look, since you gave us this digital camera, I wanted to give you something that's kind of like a good luck token that I've kept on me. And I wanted to give him my $2 bill. Because a $2 bill is like a lucky, kind of rare thing.
They don't make them anymore. But like, Steve, I don't know if you noticed, as soon as you pulled out the money, he like froze.
But he was already in this weird mood because he didn't like Uncle Louie anymore.
Yeah. But
He was like, I'm not Uncle
I
Louie.
can see how he would be totally
Insulted.
insulted by that.
And he was. Steve, like, he wasn't taking it, and Steve just kind of held it out in front of him, and he slapped
He
it out of
slapped
Steve's
it out of my
hand.
hand. And then he was,
for him.
and then
Yeah.
he's staring at you.
Yeah. He was staring at me, and we kind of just had a moment. And then he nodded at me, and he said, I need to take him, and we need to have a private talk.
What
And
was
so
your
he
private
pulled me
talk?
away to like this river's edge, right there.
He took you out into the rain.
He took me out into
Did
the
he
rain.
pull you into the river? Like, did you
No,
guys
but I
get
thought
to
he
the
was
middle of
going
the
to.
river to
Get
have
into this
talk?
river
I
with
honestly
me.
thought he was gonna
I'm
push
gonna
me
tell
in.
you the secrets to your life.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna push me into the river, but
He fucking
instead
knew about
Here's
it.
the
like
secret:
man.
get wet.
he like held me like this, and he was like, "Walk with me." And it's raining on us, and and it's like.
And people are thinking that this is like bullshit. We do a lot of bits. This is
This
all
is not
100%
This absolutely
true.
happened. Yeah. And he walks me to
Oh,
this.
I believe it.
He
No,
walks
I
me
believe this story.
to the water's edge, and he's like, "What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on inside you?" And I was like, I what do you mean? Like, I don't understand. He's like, "You've got an anger in you."
Whoa.
And I feel it and I see it. Why are you so fucking mad?
Whoa.
And
Are
I'm like,
you?
I'm like, I'm not mad. I have no anger in me. I'm like a pretty positive, happy guy. And he's like, listen, when I was your age, I went to Mexico to go and see the poverty and the children in the streets and the people that were living in absolute disgusting squalor and just like, you know, begging for food. And it's just awful living conditions. And it changed my life. He's like, you need to go. You need to go to Mexico and you need to see all of this. And I was like, this is insane. And he's like, go to hospitals, go to local hospitals.
Insane.
No, I mean, all I can think of is like a second ago, he was chasing me with an umbrella. He threw a spoon at me.
And now you're having like a
now
a real
deep
conversation. Now, meanwhile, back under the bridge, me, Will, and Darren are standing there, and like,
Are you ready to pounce at any moment?
we're like, what are they doing? And then
because we were there for like
Will was
20
was
minutes.
very uncomfortable. He was already making jokes, but Darren and I were like, this is fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
This is like a real experience. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful this happened. I'm like thinking about it a lot. I'm like, is Sam standing right here? I'm like, I'm not gonna call Sam Sand anymore. That's degrading. I'm gonna
call him
him
Sand?
I'm gonna call him by his name.
Sam likes to be called Sand.
No, he
I
doesn't.
don't have an opinion on it.
So that's for you.
Yeah. So
If that makes you
Yeah.
happy to call him Sand, then he's happy.
right. So we're looking at you guys, and we're just sort of like, what if Steve comes back a changed man?
That's
Like,
completely
what if
different.
he comes back and he's like, guys, I don't think I can do this anymore.
No, what happened was I was slightly terrified, first of all. But he was saying some very intelligent stuff, and a lot of it through the sort of like intense weirdness made sense and was good advice. And as we were walking back, and I shit you not, we were there for like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah,
He and
no,
I
we were
alone
standing
for
there
20 minutes.
watching you for what felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it must have been at least 20 minutes. We're standing by this riverbed. And then finally he's like, anyway, like, look, you're a talented man. Just, you know, don't waste your life on like, you know, aimless shit, man, because there's all these artists out here in New York, down in the subways and on the corners that are amazing singers and performers and artists, and they're living in absolute poverty. They have no homes, they have no money, they have no food, and they're just living in the streets in the cold, harsh, disgusting conditions of the New York City subways and what have you. So it was very eye-opening. It was a very eye-opening experience. And so he really personally just kind of spoke to me. And then as we were walking back, I was thinking, man, he's got to talk to Will. Will needs someone to talk to him like this. I don't think anyone's talked to Will like that and really dug through the shell of
What
like...
would you say to Will if you could say anything?
But
Like,
see,
what's
that's the
your
thing.
message to
But like
Will?
I've already told Will countless times, like as an elder to him, which is disgusting to me, but as an older person that can actually maybe at least try to spout some age wisdom to him. I've tried my best to kind of talk to him, but you know, Will's kind of like an untamable monster demon person. But
That's a very not nice way to talk about anyone.
no, but I love Will.
That's
Will and
how I
have
would
a-
describe like Fidel Castro or Joseph Stalin.
Will and I
Yeah.
have a really close relationship.
like,
Will and I are tight.
What's his name? No,
Hitler?
Karl Rove.
The NBC News guy?
What? Brian Williams?
Okay.
Okay, listen. Anyway, so I was like, this guy's got to talk to Will. I want this guy to talk to Will. And so he's holding me like this, and we're walking back, and I'm like, hey, man, do you think, like, thank you for all this. Do you think that you could talk to my friend Will a little bit? And he's like, I'm not gonna talk to your fucking friend. I'm not here for your fucking, I'm not here for your benefit. I'm not here to make your life better. I'm just fucking telling you this shit. And I'm like, holy shit. And
You know what?
no, I know. It was amazing. It's just
fucking right on
I know.
point.
He's totally on point.
No.
But it's just I'm not used to someone being so unfiltered and candid that way
Yeah.
about bullshit and about like because usually people attempt to have a level of politeness to not speak directly what they're thinking in their brain.
you remember-
the filter works, but
Yeah.
for this guy, he was just straight up. I'm not here for your fucking benefit. I'm telling you this because I mean honestly,
how did all of this make you feel as a person?
it made me feel. I don't know.
You were making jokes almost immediately.
But I felt like for like at least a good full hour, I was like, that guy was definitely insane. But
so are you.
and so am I. But it really cut down to me. I was like, we really should go to hospitals, and we really should go to Mexico. I was like, Will, let's go to Mexico. You and I, let's go. We should check that stuff out.
I
'Cause
offered
do wanna
to
learn.
go with you to
And
Mexico.
yeah, we did. We
in
did
the
say let's
rain.
go.
The thing about that, it's like then you're just doing that to make yourself feel better, and that's
No, I
shitty.
want to experience it. It's not
to make yourself feel better.
No, he's right. I've lived in this sort of sheltered city life,
Totally.
and I have
What do you
not.
mean? You're from Oxnard.
I mean,
That's
I grew
like
up.
basically
Listen,
like
I grew up in a farm town called Oxnard. Lots of field, lots of people. But no, so my thing
lots
was,
of field.
but no, he's right. He's right. We shouldn't just live in this bubble of like, you know, invincibility and of a lack of knowledge of what's going on in the world and kind of just this ignorance, which we all kind of just have inherently.
You know what I think? I feel like from this story, I feel like what he was trying to say is live in the moment and stop trying to be something and just be who you fucking are.
But also don't ignore that the world has a lot of suffering and a lot of terrible things that
we're all citizens of the world.
Yeah.
Whatever we're trying to be, whatever we're running from, we're all citizens of the world. And to better understand that, you should understand what the people in the worst situations are going through.
Right,
And don't exploit them and don't exploit yourself.
Right, but also not just the knowledge that it exists, because it's very easy for us to just turn on open up a computer, Google search poverty, Google search third world countries, what have you, and read about the terrible shit happening to people, innocent people in the world right now. But it's something completely different to actually go and actually be there and actually go to a local hospital and go to terminally ill people and talk to them and gain wisdom and insight and all these different
Or
things
what
from
about just
them.
like helping?
Or helping, or yeah, exactly.
How can
charity,
we actually
charity.
like get off of Twitter and help? You know?
Yeah,
I
sure.
think about that all the time. How can we actually make a fucking difference?
Yeah, and we can.
We
Everyone
make a
has to-
day where it's just called Get Off of Twitter and Help
And do
Day.
something.
Yeah.
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 Where we organize like mass food drives or something like that.
Sure, why not?
Food drives,
yeah.
you know, like marches, whatever
Can
we
we
want.
should do a
drives.
SourceFed Day where we do that with everyone.
Why not?
We invite
Why not?
everyone to come do this with us.
Why
Down?
not? I would love to.
A
There's
trillion tuber march.
Hell yeah.
There's plenty of places in Los Angeles
Trillion
or
tuber
in
trot.
the area that could use some help, probably with homeless shelters or
Let's do
orphanages
more charity
or
work
anything
this
like
year.
that. So yeah, I would love to. Why not? Because again, like that stuff exists, and it's very easy to learn about it, but it's a completely different thing to kind of expose yourself to it. So it was an eye-opening experience. So that's the weirdest thing that's happened to me with a homeless person, and it was in New York yesterday.
Well, I guess you had to be there.
Or was it not yesterday? It
2
was
days
Saturday.
ago.
It was Saturday.
No, it was Monday.
Monday?
2 days ago.
It was Monday.
Monday.
Nick Monday.
Nick Mundy.
Guys,
do you know Nick Mundy?
Yeah, I do know Nick Mundy.
Oh my God.
Guys, thank you so much for watching Table Talk. If you want to submit your topics to be potentially read on the show, you can send them using the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, or you can go to reddit.com/r/SourceFed, go to that appropriate thread and type in your topics there, and then maybe we'll get to them. Maybe not. Keep trying. Don't stop believing.
I'm Steve.
I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Bree.
Welcome to a silent future where the evil dictator Thaddeus Vent has banned music forever. But a piano is fighting back.
I don't like how he says piano. The piano. One of the best cartoons ever in the history of cartoons is getting a movie. Foofer? No, Matt. Adventure Time. Oh. Yay, Adventure Time.
And this is the show, if you are not familiar, where we talk about all the superhero TV shows on TV. We're going to be talking about Powers on PlayStation. We're going to be talking about iZombie on CW, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC, and Flash and Arrow, both on CW.